I just want to compare reading on the two tablets now. And to do that, I've got BookFusion installed on both. And let's first of all look at some text. And we'll do the same on the LCD screen, the matte screen over here as well. I can get all three on screen at once if I can. You can see the matte screen does a good job of controlling that glare. Sort of try and match them up roughly the same size. And you can see BookFusion have nicely optimized their reader for e-ink screens. Try and match them up in terms of brightness as well. They're all on their maximum brightness now. And now the pixel density on this screen on the iPad is less than the 300 ppi in the black and white on the BooxTab X C. And I can tell you that text looks far crisper here on the Tab X C. It looks fine on all three. It looks good straight on this nice matte screen here. And having seen the nano texture screen, the matte screen on the best iPads, then yeah, I can tell you that that is a really pleasant low glare way to look at that screen. And I think this is suffering for the lower quality matte screen protector that I've got on it. But I can just tell this brightness is going to get to me after a time. So let's go ahead and read at sort of half brightness. And the two LCD tablets do come with eye comfort modes, and I'd rather have them than not, but they aren't a replacement for e-ink. I mean, that's more comfortable, but now it's lower contrast. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you get along well with reading on your iPad. I know some people do. And although I've complained about the resolution, actually from a normal reading distance, the text appears perfectly crisp. It's only when you really pixel peep that you can tell this is far better. But this is more comfortable now with the lower light. And what I'd suggest that I would do, actually turning that right down hasn't changed much for me, is most of the time, if you're reading, then seek out places with lots of natural light. Take it outside, sit by a window, and you'll be able to use the Kaleido e-ink screen with the front light off, as really it was intended. And this looks perfectly fine, but you can see when it's on the table, that's what you're seeing. And when you're looking at it straight on, like this now, then it's perfectly fine. But again, I wouldn't want to look at this long term. Let's just show one more thing there. Let's have a look at color images, because reading is not only about black and white text, especially when you're looking at something. Gosh, it's really hard to see when you shadow that as well. It's just the difference between seeing it straight on and from the side is huge. And for this, I'm going to pop it into the HD mode to really show it looking its best. There we go. So we've got them at the same position now. Let's just page 10, you can see it's much slower in the HD mode. And I'm getting a bit of ghosting there, so I'm just going to double check. I've got this on its best. Yeah, I've got the animation filter time quite high up. So they're doing a refresh there, has made that look better. See the XP pen, it's looking good. Needs a bit more brightness. There we are. Does look really good. Really great colors, even for LCD. And the books in this example, not so great. And that you can see that's quite frustrating. Let's try Regal, see if that's even better. Minimal ghosting in Regal. Yeah, that looks far better. So I think Regal is your best bet in a third-party app. You've got that slight delay, but you're able to produce a really low ghosting image when it does its full refreshes. And now you're reading in e-ink and able to see color figures on ePaper. It's good. It's really good. You can really see the difference in color cast there between LCD and e-ink.